Hello. Okay, hello and welcome to this free code class webinar, Introduction to Programming. Okay, so for this webinar, we'll be dealing with the following contents. Talk about free code class, Introduction to Programming, where and how to start, latest trends in computing/programming, web programming, how to get a job as a programmer, what next, and the Q&A sessions. Okay, if you have questions about this webinar, please leave in the comment section and I'll reply them, or send to freecodeclass@gmail.com. Alright, let's begin. So about Freecodeclass. Freecodeclass is a community that's meant to teach you programming and get you up and running with the concept of computing. Okay, so here's the YouTube channel for Freecodeclass and the Facebook group which you can join. We also have a WhatsApp group and email address. Feel free to send freecodeclass@gmail.com. Send us an email and we'll be, quick to reply as soon as we can. My name is Kola Forever. I'm a freelance programmer, web developer, and digital marketing expert. I love learning as well as teaching, and I'm passionate about the Nigerian educational system. And latest work in the field of machine learning. So more to come on machine learning. And next is Introduction to Programming. Okay, so you're here to learn how to code. Here to learn programming. So what is programming? Programming is coding, modeling, simulating, or presenting the solution to a problem by representing facts, data, or information using predefined rules and semantics on a computer or any other device for automation. So I got that from this source right here, and it's one of the best definitions I could find on programming. Okay, so I assume you have already know basic computer science. You know how the computer works. You know that computer only understands zeros and ones, which is called binary. Alright, so the binary number system, which is zeros and one, zero and one is also called a bit. So a 0 and 1 is called a bit. And then you have programming language. These are high-level programming languages: JavaScript, SQL, Java, Python, C#, and so many. There are a lot of programming languages. But what happens behind the scene is these high-level programming languages get converted to zeros and ones. Okay, for the computer to understand. Next we have is where and how to start. So I get asked these questions a lot. Which programming language should I learn first if I'm new? Which programming language is most in demand for jobs? What's the most popular programming language? Okay, I'll answer this question right away. So if you're new, I would recommend the full-fledged object-oriented programming language. Okay, that puts into consideration object-oriented programming. So a language where you can learn the basic data structures and understand how to write simple accordion, how to work with strings, numbers, booleans. Those are some data structures you're going to find in most programming languages. Alright, so a programming language like C#, C++, Python is even right for you as a beginner. So you can choose to learn any programming language first. Okay, then of course that's after getting it right with the basic computing knowledge you need before moving ahead to learn a programming language. So next question is, which programming language is most in demand? I believe we've touched this now. Okay, so in 2018, JavaScript is the most popular programming language. Okay, so JavaScript is your answer there, and you probably want to learn JavaScript as it's used as one of the stack for web development, including HTML, CSS, and other programming languages too for web programming. Right, so let's move ahead. So latest trends in computing / programming. So the latest trends, we have cloud computing, data analysis, machine learning, web programming, deep learning. Okay, so these are the latest trends in computing right here. So what's cloud computing? This picture signifies, a kind of picture presentation of what cloud computing is. What cloud computing basically just gives you a favorable architecture where you can manage. So the architecture is being managed for you, and it just makes software developers more productive instead of trying to manage architecture. So cloud computing increases productivity. And data analysis, big data, data is everywhere around us. Facebook has gigantic data, okay? Social media data, different data. There is a lot of data, stock market, forex. We're dealing with data daily. So big data is helping us to analyze this data and getting useful information from raw data. So that is what big data is all about. Okay, and on the big data, you're talking about Python programming language and R. These are the most popular programming languages for data analysis. Alright, and then we have machine learning. So machine learning is simply the ability for machine to learn without being explicitly programmed. So machine learning is a fairly new area in computing, and it's hot right now. Okay, so machine learning is very powerful. When you talk about artificial intelligence, that's machine learning. That's machine learning field as well. Okay, so what's happening on the machine learning? So computers can now learn different things. It's everywhere. Google uses machine learning for their web search. So YouTube, the videos you see which are being recommended to you, all use machine learning to know how and what you like. So online stores can know what you would buy and what you wouldn't buy, so it will help them in sales. So machine learning is hot right now. And then we have web programming. What's web programming? Web programming is just web development. Where we talk about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and other technologies used for web development. So next is deep learning. Deep learning is also hot. This is actually responsible for powering self-driving cars. Okay, so we have neural networks. Alright, so deep learning have so many layers of neural network doing very powerful stuff right there. Okay, so like I said, deep learning responsible for self-driving cars. Alright, so let's go on, move to web programming. So web programming refers to the writing, markup, and coding involved in web development. Okay, so you see the keyword here is web development. So as a beginner, I advise you to start here, web development. So you learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now in this webinar, I'm going to introduce you to HTML, and then in subsequent classes I'll introduce you to CSS and JavaScript. So let's dive into HTML. So quickly, I'll just show you what HTML looks like and how you can get started programming HTML. So I'm gonna go to desktop right here. Desktop. then I'll just make a new folder and just call it HTML folder and clear that. Okay, so HTML folder. Alright, now I've made an HTML folder, and what do I want to do here? Okay, let me just so this is the folder right here. So what I'm going to do is introduce it to basic HTML. Now I'll create a new file here and I'll make a new text document. Okay, so and I'll call this index.html. Alright, so this is HTML file right here. Okay, no, sorry, I'm sorry guys, I have to delete this. Okay, yes, alright. So what I want to do is Notepad. Okay, so what I want to do is Notepad and show you what I'm talking about. So HTML, this is the basic syntax for HTML. Okay, so it starts with these tags. So these are called tags, guys. This is called the opening tag and this is called the closing tag. Okay, and inside I'm going to put HTML. So this right here is HTML element. Okay, so opening tag, HTML, and closing tag. Now I have to close this by saying HTML. Okay, so this is how you start writing the HTML. Okay, so what I have to do is inside this opening HTML and closing HTML element, I have to write my order tag. So first thing I'll do is share it into head like this. I have to close it as well, head, and then I need something here called the body. Okay, alright, so the head and the body. Now under the head, what I want to do is put in my title, then close my title right there, and in the body I'll just put in like a H1, and that's heading 1. So close my heading 1, and let me just put in a paragraph here and close that paragraph. Okay, so you see what this would look like, and maybe I'll just put in unordered list and unordered list, and okay, and then unordered list, and I just put in my list here. So I'll show you all what this means very soon. So I'm simply writing to what's the title of my web page. So my first HTML and I'll have to put my H1. So my H1, which is heading 1, should be this is my portfolio. It's spelling a portfolio? No, I'm not sure. Portfolio. Okay, portfolio website. Okay, I'm not sure if this portfolio spelling. Okay, so and here I'll just add some text. So I'm gonna copy this and paste a couple of times. Alright, so let's assume that is what I want, and then I'll have some lists. Copy this and so paste a couple of times. Paste a couple of times. Okay, so and then I'll paste this a couple of times. Alright, so on saving this, I'll just hit file and save as. Now watch this, guys. I need to save this as index.html and change this from text file to all files. Alright, and I would select HTML folder and save this right there. So you see this appeared now. Okay, so now I just have to open this up in my browser, and voila, you can see what I have. So this was the code I put in there, and then this HTML, and this HTML tells the browser that this is HTML file, and you can see the title, my first HTML website. Okay, now this is where the title appears, my first HTML website. And now on the body section of the website, you can see H1 heading 1. This is my portfolio website. You see, this is my portfolio website here, and I have like a paragraph here. This is the paragraph, and then I have a list, unordered list. So this is unordered list. This is my first list, L1. This is my portfolio website. What if I change this to ordered list, just like this? Ordered list. Save this and then refresh this. Now watch what happens to this part over here. So you can see it changed. So my code is working on my browser. What if I want to add a picture to my website? Very simple, guys. What I'll simply do is use what I call image tag. So img, okay, and I'll give it a source, and I'll tell it where the picture is, and then I'll end this. So I'll save this, and let me reload this so you can see what I'm talking about. Alright, so okay, so Ctrl S. Alright, so let me just find a picture. Find a picture. So guys, I'm going to add one more tag up here, and doc type. Alright, HTML. So my source, let me find a picture. I think I have a picture here, PNG file. So what I'll do is, okay, no guys, let me move this. So I'll just copy this right here and then move it to my file here, HTML. Paste this, and then source attributes should be footer logo dot png. So I'm going to save this and save that, load that, and voila guys, you can see the picture. Okay, so let's say before this picture I want to add like a line break, so I can do horizontal row and close this right here and save that, and I reload this and you can see my horizontal row. Let's say I want to add another horizontal row here to just separate the H1 from the rest of the page. I can do that guys. So what I'll do is come to my H1 right here and add another horizontal row and save that and reload this page like this. So you can see that my website is coming into shape. So the HTML just does the markup. So you can put text, H1, you can put images, you can put links. Okay, let me quickly add a link. Okay, now I'll add a link here. How do I do that? I use an anchor tag. So anchor tag, that's anchor tag href, that's href equals, and then I'll now save this as a. So my href would be www.footer.edu.ng. Okay, so visit the footer website. Alright, I can save this up like this, and when I reload this you can see visit the footer website over here, right? Okay, so maybe I want to bring this down. I can put this in like div, and then close the div, and then I reload, and you can see that this has come down. Okay, what if I want to make this a link? Very simple guys. I'll just wrap it around my anchor tag. Okay, so href should move to a particular place. I'll call that hash, and then I'll close it with another anchor tag here like this. So I'll save that and reload, and when I click on this, you see it's now a link. When I move away, click, is now a link. So this is just an introduction to HTML, and I'll elaborate more in the full tutorial. Alright, so practice this till the next tutorial, and I'll come back for more and show you more HTML and CSS and JavaScript. So back to the presentation guys. Now, having dealt with HTML, which is an introduction, the next we have on the slide is the question, how do I get a job as a programmer? Very simple. This is my ultimate guide for getting a job as a programmer. 1. Create a profile on GitHub. So GitHub tutorial will be coming in a bit. Complete project using the required skills. So let's say the job you want to apply for requires JavaScript. Okay, so you have to complete project using JavaScript, or it requires Python. You have to complete projects using Python, or it requires C++, and so on. Now, the next thing you have to do is write a good CV, draft out a very good CV. If you want me to teach you how to draft out a good CV, just drop your comments in the comment section and I'll do that in a video. Organize your LinkedIn profile. Now, LinkedIn is one of the social media networks that companies use. It's a corporate social media network, okay? Now the next thing you have to do is sanitize your social media profile. Some of you are out there post rubbish on your Facebook. Okay, you don't need that. If you're looking to get employed, you don't need to start posting rubbish on Facebook. I'm not saying you shouldn't have fun. You can have fun, but don't just post irresponsible stuff on Facebook. You have to sanitize your Facebook profile, okay, and all your social media profiles, because companies tend to go there to check what you've been up to. All right. So next thing is sanitize your social media profile and then apply and get hired. So that is that. Now, in the what next? Okay, what next after this awesome webinar pre-recorded by me? What next? What should you do? Now watch the broadcast of Freecodeclass channel, okay, which you're already doing. So join Freecodeclass Facebook group for regular updates. So join this group. Everything will be in the description, okay? So check out the description. You see all these links. You can also join our WhatsApp group if you're not on it. Now spread the good news by sharing the video on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, so you have to hit the subscribe button on YouTube and make sure you like our video. Now keep on sharing these. Our aim is helping 100 persons every month start programming. Okay, 100 persons every month. So you have to share this with your friends, okay? Don't be greedy, don't be stingy. This is free. This is a free stuff. So share it with your friends and hit the subscribe button on this YouTube channel. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video tutorial where I elaborate more on HTML, CSS and JavaScript for beginners. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next. Bye bye.